statistics show that by 2040, Africa will be the largest producer of labor for the whole world. Now, this labor is not going to be the kind of labor you and I knew, some years back. It's going to be digital.
Yes.
Do you think Africa is ready? Or by 2020, okay, let me put it this way. By 2040, for Africa to be the largest producer of labor, what do we need to do?
So
to meet the demand at the time?
I mean, you started by answering it. Yeah. You asked whether Africa is ready. So I think readiness is the first, component of, this whole thing. So readiness, and readiness in what? Readiness in the digital, technological environment. So we need to start. I mean, I know we've started, a lot has gone on, but we need to really deepen and solidify the youth, because the 2040 you are talking about, they will
just
be
next week,
exactly, and it's just tomorrow. And so digitalization, ensuring that technology and its application to day-to-day life that is impactful. It's important. What are we spending time on today, especially the youth, when it comes to technology? Yes, others are inventing, others are doing great things, and I must, doff my cap for them. But there are many also who are just spending it on the social media activities and all that. So readiness, technology, and then character, ethical leadership that we need to build in our youth.
What are we missing? Because what you are saying, if I hear rightly, there should be a linkage between education, industry, and policy.
Yeah.
But education thrives on policy.
Yes.
Now the issue of ethical leadership is coming.
Yes.
Culture is coming.
Yes.
Civic responsibility is coming.
Yes.
Our young people are no longer patriotic.
Yes.
So are all these relevant? All these things relevant in labor, in employment, from where you sit?
Very much.
How relevant are they?
Very
so
much.
Let's say a young person comes. You say you were in London doing interview.
Yes.
And let's say a young person sits in front of you in Ghana, and he's applying for a job as an HR director. Do you just look at the paper?
Not at all.
So tell us, what do you look
for?
Let the young people hear what you say.
And that's why I started by saying that your hardcore certificate, the degree or whatever you make, is very important.
Right.
But in the world of work, there is a combination that you need to have to be able to move on successfully.
Right.
And I always, have a kind of interesting formula. I say that your aptitude, which is the knowledge you have, plus your attitude, which is your behavior, your values, and what you bring to the table, the power skills, those two, when they are well combined, will determine your altitude. How far you can go in your career, and generally in life, will be the knowledge you have and the attitude that, you support that knowledge with. Absolutely. And that is what will determine it. So you may have all the qualifications. I'm looking at you, I'm interviewing you, I need this skill, and I see on the paper that, you have done X, Y, Z, and the paper, as in the CV, is very interesting. But remember, today, people write people's CVs for them. And so the CV alone is not enough to tell me that this is the kind of person I want. Okay. Perhaps as a first stage, it is telling me that I can have a conversation with you. And so that has opened a door for you.
So the CV, from a HR director perspective, is just to indicate that, perhaps I can have a conversation. That's all it does.
That is all it does. Because you have to come in there and in the course of that conversation, prove to me, and for that matter, whoever the hirer, the employer is, that indeed, what I have put down in my CV, it is not just about writing it, but I can apply. There's an application of that to what, the offer that is available or the position or the role that is available. And so that's why we say that you need to be able to speak to your CV. Speak to it to say that, yes, that is me. I mean, and I have done X, Y, Z, you have put them on there. Tell the situation. At what point in your career did that happen? And what was the scenario? What was it? And how did you, fare in that situation? What were the outcomes? And, were the outcomes impactful or otherwise? What were the positives? Maybe what were the failures in there? Because failure in itself doesn't mean that you can't do it, And what learnings did you make out of the situation? So critical thinking and actually trying your hands on what you say you have done. If it were only CVs that were enough to get you the job, then I tell you, then our work would be very easy. Because then I need to just go to, you know, ask for CVs, look at them, very interesting, very beautiful, and employ you all without even knowing who you are and what you can do. If it's about just, you know, your degree and assuming that, let's assume that everybody may think that, you know, I'm first class is what puts you at the top of your career. And I want, therefore, first class students. If it was only about that degree, I don't need to stress. I just need to get in touch with the universities, for instance, say, please give me, I have 10 positions. I need 10 first class students. Then they write the names. They are all first class students. Tomorrow you are working. No, because you could have had that first class. Your attitude, your behavior, your interpersonal skills, your communication skills, your critical thinking, your negotiation skills, how to work with other people, your leadership qualities, you know, your integrity, your ethics, your commitment to duty, how trustworthy